Are you having fun in your business? I mean, it should be fun, right? Well, sometimes the fun gets overlooked when you're dealing with the have-tos, the complexities of being your own boss and actually running the show. It's my goal that this, the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast, can help reignite your spark of fun by providing tips, tools, insights, and inspiration so you can enjoy running your business in the simplest, easiest, most fun way possible. I'll be sharing practical tips and ideas that you can implement immediately, along with business and money mindset insights to keep you moving forward no matter what's going on around you. I'm your host, Deirdre Amies, the Fun Business and Money Coach and founder of Powered by Personality. Let's play. Hey there, and welcome back to the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast. Before we get started on today's coaching episode, I want to give a quick shout out to all the lovely entrepreneurs and small business owners that I've had a chat with on Zoom over the past few days. If you're on my email list, and if you actually read my emails, because there is a difference there, you'll have seen a link to book a free 30-minute call with me to talk about your biggest business challenge right now. These are not sales calls to pitch you my offer or a course or anything else. They're just a fun thing that I felt like doing because I love connecting with the real people out there in the audience on my email list, the people that I see on social media. And I love getting to know you better. And of course, if I can help in some small way, whether it's an idea, a tip, a tool, or an action that you can take that will make a difference for you right now, I am totally down for sharing that. If you're not yet on my email list, you can rectify that immediately so that you don't miss out on things like this in the future. You'll find the link to sign up for my weekly Fun Day emails in the description of this episode and in the show notes. And when I say Fun Day, that is actually Monday because we want Monday to feel like fun, not, here's Monday again. Thank you to each and every one of you who has booked the call and shown up with your beautiful energy and shared your challenges. I love the insights that you've had, and I can't wait to see where else it leads you. And that kind of leads me into today's topic, which is another coaching episode, as I mentioned, in the Back to Business Basics series. This one is about diagnosing the disconnect in your business. Where are your potholes and gaps that are tripping you up? Or even worse, tripping up your clients or customers. Oh my God, we can't have that. Today, we're connecting the dots between you and your potential clients in terms of what you actually do for them. Being able to convey that in clear and simple terms, that starts way before you write a post for social media or record a reel or get into Canva to create an enticing freebie or graphic. And I love that term, diagnose the disconnect. It's one that a couple of my mentors use a lot, and it nicely sums up what I do with my clients in Ignite, my one-to-one coaching program. We review your business from multiple angles. We look at your goals, offers, pricing. Do you have the right niche? And are you specializing? Yes, there is in fact a difference between those two. We look at the steps in your client journey, and I'm not talking about their journey through your marketing funnel to where they're actually paying you for your expertise. I'm talking about their journey from that point to where they have the results they want. The actual work that you do with your clients needs to be a smooth ride for everyone involved, including you. So what else do we review? Your business structure, your business model, your financial situation, the gap between your current income and what you actually need to earn. Basically, all the things. I know that is a lot, right? But those are the foundations that your business needs to have in place before you go too far into any marketing strategies or working on your content themes or making reels or booking yourself on as a podcast guest somewhere. If you're in business for the long game, and I really hope you are, then a strong foundation is what's going to carry you forward without burning you out along the way. So we're going to look at this in a bit more detail today and over the coming weeks. There's a lot that I've just outlined there, so don't expect it all in this one episode. But grab your pen and paper if you're in a situation that supports you to do that, and take some notes along the way. And don't worry if you're out driving or you're out for a walk, because you can always check out the show notes in the description of this episode for a full written transcript. Now, there are 3 broad areas that I consider the foundations of any service-based business, and I've given them some very technical names: me, you, and us. And that may seem a little confusing, but it's all a matter of perspective, specifically first-person perspective. The me that we're referring to, it's not me, as in Deirdre Amy's, your fun business and money coach. The me part is you, the person listening right now, the business owner, the entrepreneur, and all-round amazing, creative, talented human being. It's you in the first person, how you define and talk about yourself. The me part is made up of your brand, your money mindset, your expertise, your goals and dreams for your business, and what freedom and success actually looks like for you, because I can guarantee it's different to what someone else would define it as. I want to know all of that stuff about you, not just because it gives me goosebumps when someone gets really open and vulnerable about their dreams. That is awesome. But also because it's really empowering for you to say it out loud. It's not a secret thought hidden away inside your head once you verbalize it. And that's often overlooked by coaches and mentors. They're focused on their area of expertise in things like building an audience, writing content, email sequences, and using the various social media platforms. They assume that you already have the foundational stuff sorted. But as I've discovered from countless conversations with online business owners over the years, most people don't. Oh, who knew? I mean, sure, you've made a good go of it to now. You can wing it so far. Maybe you've built your business just fine by doing that. But it's not a great strategy for the long game. You really can scale and grow a simple, successful business that gives you the time and financial freedom that you want, as long as you've got a solid foundation to build it on. And when I talk about your brand, it's not about colors or a logo or a business name. That's what you would go to a graphic designer for to help you with some of those things. Talking about your brand is the energy of you. It's the personality that's the driving force behind it all. That's what gives life to your marketing. And it's not something that any AI function thing is going to replicate anytime soon. And I hope it actually never does, because I like doing business and communicating with humans, not robot-generated words. The second part is you. And same as the first person thing, we're coming at it from your perspective. The you part is your clients. Who are the people that you love to work with? They're fun to be around. You're excited to work with them. They do the work and they get the results they want. And of course, they happily pay you what you ask for your expertise. How do those people spend their money? What triggers them to pay money for something that they want? Are they sitting on a healthy savings account and can happily pay you in full without you needing to offer a discount? Or are they just going to whack it on the credit card and hope that their investment turns out to be a positive one? Of course, you can't control how people buy, but understanding the different money personalities certainly takes away some of the stress for you, and it makes money and sales conversations a whole lot easier. There are countless systems and methods for working out your ideal client avatar, your dream clients, your yes clients, whatever you want to call them. This is often where coaches and mentors will start because, again, they assume you've got everything else sorted, including your offers that you're going to sell to those ideal clients. And there's nothing wrong with that assumption at all, because as I said before, that's their area of expertise. What I don't love seeing is amazing entrepreneurs going through high-ticket programs to learn launch strategies and marketing techniques, only to be disappointed when they don't see a return on their investment. They don't sell a single thing. That is really disheartening for you as an entrepreneur with big dreams. You've handed over a lot of money for help in this area, and of course, it would be really easy to blame the coach, mentor, or their program. And in some cases, some should be blamed because they're completely unethical. But that's another story. The thing is, if you've not got your foundation sorted before you launch that offer, you may as well be pouring water through a sieve, hoping to catch enough for a decent drink. There are literally holes everywhere. Now, the third area that you need to work on is what I call us. It's you and your clients working together to achieve a desired result. In a nutshell, we're talking about your offer, but it's also your signature process, the framework or roadmap, again, whatever you like to call it, that thing that your offers are built upon. What does that framework look like? What are the steps? How is it delivered? How can you get your clients from A to B, where they are now, to where they want to be, in the simplest, easiest way possible without you needing to over-deliver on your time and energy? And by the same token, without your clients feeling overwhelmed by a disorganized mess of stuff. All the bonuses and sideline things that you've added into it, but they only serve as a distraction from the ultimate goal. That roadmap or framework is also overlooked by so many business owners because we want to get right to the front-facing part of marketing where we're talking about our expertise and sharing the link to sign up for our thing. But what if your roadmap is not a smooth highway? In your mind, it is, but the reality is very different. Maybe it's not even a well-maintained country road with beautiful scenery to discover along the way, because I'm totally down for that. What if your roadmap is actually more like a backwoods track that countless off-road vehicles have ripped up and they've left big, muddy holes everywhere? That is not what most people would call a fun ride. It's basically a road to nowhere that leaves you feeling a bit beaten up and exhausted for the privilege of using it. That was how I felt in a group membership a few years ago. There was so much information, but there was zero organization or direction in this whole thing. It may as well have been like one of those ball pits in a kid's playground where you just dive in and kind of roll around for a bit, hoping to come up with something interesting or actually useful. Now, Obviously, I personally have an aversion to memberships because through my experience, and there's a few reasons that we will go into another day. But I know a lot of people love them. So if you're running one, please make sure that it's organized and that you have some kind of roadmap for your clients. Where do they start? Where are they going? And what's the end result that they're going to get? And the us part of this 3 areas of your business also includes your pricing. How much does it cost to work with you? What's the monetary exchange for the value that you're offering? Because if you've worked through your foundations and you've covered everything, this part is surprisingly easy. It's a no-brainer to put a price on your work because you already know the value of it. You know the power of the results that your clients get or will get. So you can confidently offer them a really smooth, enjoyable ride to the results that they want. Now, hopefully you can see the picture that I'm building here with all of this. If you go straight to the us part of the formula with your offers and pricing, without being crystal clear on the expertise that you're sharing or who actually needs and wants it, that's important, and how you're going to help them, then all the marketing and launch strategies in the world are not going to help. So here's my big question for you. I've thrown a lot of questions in this for you to think about, but my big question for you is there a disconnect in your business? Is there an area that's blocking the flow of your expertise getting through to the right people so that you can eventually change their life in some way? If people aren't buying what you're offering, then there's a disconnect. You can do all of the activity, but nothing is going to flow through. And chances are it's got nothing to do with your marketing or your sales conversations or how many times you post on social media, how many followers you have. None of that. Is there a pothole in your process that will become some huge sinkhole of stress and burnout if you ignore it for too long? It's not a marketing problem. It's a basic foundation problem. Marketing gets a whole lot easier when you can confidently explain your process without the jargon or fluff or just glossing over the bits that you haven't developed yet with a she'll be right attitude. This stuff isn't the fun and flashy side of being in business. This is the behind the scenes stuff that nobody sees, and it honestly feels like nobody is talking about it. And that's exactly why it needs to be talked about more and why it needs to feel a lot more fun too. It doesn't actually have to be a snore fest. It doesn't have to take forever, and it doesn't have to be complicated or hard. A simple, fun, easy, sustainable, and profitable business is built on this kind of foundation. The behind the scenes stuff, that has always been my jam from my corporate career. I remember one of my bosses actually, he got really frustrated over my focus on the little details of a project that we were working on because he's a big vision type, all the visible front-facing stuff, which is great, but big visions have nothing to stand on if you don't take care of those seemingly little things as well. So, if you'd like my help diagnosing the disconnect in your business and getting your foundations and little things sorted, let's have a chat about Ignite, my one-to-one coaching program for coaches, consultants, and digital creatives. This is a minimum 6-month program where we tackle all aspects of your foundations. We have calls every 2 weeks, and I help you to implement a strong, clear roadmap for your clients so nobody gets lost along the way. We develop simple but powerful offers that deliver just the right amount of expertise and support that I gotta say, even Goldilocks would be hard-pressed to say no to it. And there's no way that you're going to burn yourself out delivering on the work either, because you've got your time and financial freedom planned out. You can find out more about Ignite via the link in the description of this episode. Or you can send me a DM for a quick chat about it. I'm at Fun Business Fun Money, all one word, on both Facebook and Instagram. I'm also on LinkedIn, or you can email hello@deirdreamies.com. You'll find the links to all of those in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So that's what I got for you today. As I said, we'll take a closer look at those specific areas like your niche, your personal brand, and all the other good stuff in some upcoming episodes. So make sure you're subscribed on your favorite pod platform and you'll get notifications when each episode goes live. Take care, have fun, take a serious look though at the foundations of your business and diagnose that disconnect. And I will catch you in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. If you found this episode useful, make sure you hit that follow button on your chosen podcast platform so you get the notifications when each new episode goes live and you don't miss anything. If you know someone who would also get something from it, don't be shy, share it with them. One of the best things about being a business coach for online entrepreneurs is helping them make sense of their creative ideas and turn them into a simple, clear business system that actually makes money. A client recently described me as a castle building expert. You've got the big vision and some of the building materials already, but you don't quite know how to bring it all together into a solid foundation. Then I come along and I show you the blueprint that makes sense of it all. I love that analogy. And I'd love to show you your personalized blueprint, the one that's just right for you and your clients. But I can't do that until you join Ignite, my business and money coaching program. So head on over to deirdreamies.com/ignite for all the details. Fill out the application form and let's talk about building your castle in the simplest, easiest way possible.